Zillions.
Slow play towards this B site so far as the smoke will go over to at least buy him time on the push. They go for the face round. Fur gets contact, but he can't quite hold them back. Fallen there to assist as well. Fallen goes straight in, gets himself a free K into the round already as he's found frags with his USP. Hungry for more. Fur trying to bludgeon them down as they slip their way across into the bomb site. Dosia does get the headshot back as he pistol whips in with the Glock, but here's that convergence. You can see all the CTs rotating around Snods to try and stop anything going down towards this B site. Fallen as well wants to continue on his streak of kills in the round as Hobbit takes the firefight, but who's going to come out on top? Damage is done. Dosia goes down. It's just left on Hobbit with 4 HP, and Fallen gets a 4K into the round. As they slowly group themselves up, attempting to go for this late round burst towards A, but you can see, look, SK dubious as ever, expecting the potential wrap back round towards B. They do rotate 2 players off, but Fur's coming back through. They've waited too long, Snods. This could be their downfall.
25 seconds left to work with. Taco and Bolts alone towards this site. Fur towards Library as well. As Fallen makes a rotation towards B. All 4 players here for SK.
Fur with the first, shuts down Hobbit. More to be done as well, though. Taco with a double as he just sprays and hopes to rip them a new one as they try and slip in towards the bomb site. Fur with the double towards the end as well. And SK
find any sort of leverage for his team into this round as he tries to walk through the smoke with good timing.
Jumps down into the pit. Adren with the first opener, gets the deagle shot, does land a cheeky little one into the back of Coldzera's head. So actually opens up a potential development into the round, but there was a response as well. Taco's low, only 35 HP though. It seems like Gambit must just wolf pack up and try and go for the burst here as Mo on the entry finds success. Mo as well with a double kill. That's the difference maker. The explosive CS coming through. They bound their way into the site as they start to lock it down now, fall themselves into post plants and decide how to play this one.
4 versus 2. Hobbit onto low HP, but they have the rifles that are salvaged off of the corpses of the players from SK. Bomb ticking away. The fuse gets low for SK into this one. Fallen getting in close towards Arch.
The peek from Fallen finds the headshot on Dosia. The aggressive angle doesn't work out. Even if they just save the AWP from this is still really effective. It keeps it out the hands of Gambit.
I mean, the money is so strong right now for SK as well. You can see $13,000 onto 2 of the players. They know the money's going to be low for Gambit.
This is awkward though, Snods. He's dropped the AK and the AWP. Isn't going to be able to cover either of them, so he actually gives it back by accident. A bit of a fumble there from Fallen.
Exactly what's coming to hit them.
Setting up the smokes. By smokes, I just mean the one on Dosia that's going to go out to allow them to actually get past CT and force them back. But the peek will come through from Fallen as always as he charges straight in. Gets tagged up though this time as he's kept at bay. The spray from Fur will be able to deal enough damage though. Connects on the head and lops it clean off of Seized. He's able to keep the ball rolling as well as Adren goes down in seconds. The adrenaline is pumping here for Fur and the CT side of SK as they've kept everything at bay. Push is stopped.
On your T side, apologies, but aggression towards mid here, so I believe Bolts has spotted out.
Ooh, Seized with the first, gets the tasty little headshot. Actually does some more damage as well. Seized is able to find 3 somehow on the opening pistol, so it looks like it will be a Gambit opener. But even then, it's just been a lot of ruckus, but no real commit there from SK. They're going to use their smokes as well. The flashbang goes over. If they do try and go for the play, the cheeky boost as well, it could work out well, but Adren was able to stay alive.
50 seconds now for SK. They got the smokes to work with, and the entry as well towards CT. C's taken out of the equation as they are going to be grouping up towards the B-bomb site now, but Hobbit makes a rotation in. Adren has to go huge towards Coffin before the smokes land.
Taco been tagged up. Hobbit actually does get the headshot off as well. Eliminates Taco, but Fur's been able to get himself on the site as they want to try and go to toe. Now into this play. Adren actually does fire back through. He's able to land the shot with the M4 and slow him down ever so slightly, but the bomb plant will be committed to now as they finish it off. Adren is just dealing damage. He's getting critical frags that are going to be the difference maker into this round and potentially the overall game if he can keep this up. Elevated aggro play for Fur though. It's quite flamboyant. Let's see if it pays off as the push comes out. Dosia with the MP9 of all weapons on the retake, and Gambit get themselves 6 rounds. Play towards bottom banana, but Fur is still continuing on his warpath. Gets a further frag as he takes down Dosia, passes the AK over as well, and will instead wield the CZ into the round.
Aggression towards Banana from Seized as he waits behind that smoke. Has no utility to work with as well. I mean, if Bolts finds his frag towards Banana, the B side's completely clear, and Gambit probably forced to save as well into that scenario. But it'll be Fur smoking towards Library. Still 2 players towards the A site here, Jack from Gambit. As the wide face comes in as they gain information. Push comes through, Bolts finds the frag onto Seized. Fur as well connects it with Taco onto Hobbit. Just going to be a Dren last alive. So 14-7 now as SK seems like they're finally getting back into gear here into the second half, and they should still be there now.
Yeah, for them, obviously, round 22, you have basically double the rounds of Gambit, and you're in a very good spot. Obviously, you have a healthy buy coming out as well. You've got Fallen on the AWP, AKs across the board, absolute barrels of utility for them to try and go for this play, whereas for Gambit, they're just going to have to try and deal the hand they've been dealt. Obviously, the AWP coming out on Mo, though. That can be the difference maker. You've got free kits. You've got the HEs as well. They could actually go for a deep HE play once again towards Banana, but there's the response instead. Bolts doing it back to them.
Yeah, actually deal quite a bit of damage there. Apartments, Fallen finds the first frag. Ooh, nearly gets the second, but actually Mo going to go for that trade kill, so it will be a 4 versus 4. Actually going to reposition towards Apartments once again, so Mo constantly trying to see if he can feel and find these entry frags for his team as they make their way back towards the B-bomb site here. Flash comes in, Sees spots 2.
Oh, this is going to be horrific for Seized. He's actually getting the tags out, and luckily Adren was there to give him a bit of a helping hand as they take down Bolts, but Taco gets the trade as we fall into a 3v3. This is going to be hard as well. It's going to be a very intense round now as SK slowly encroach towards the B site, hoping they can topple the defense that will be waiting for them on the other side as they breach into the unknown. As they slow it down, use that utility, double flash, double smoke, get the smokes out, make your lives easier, block off their line of sight. As they slowly get ready for the play, and here they go. Charging their way through, straight through the smoke as well for Fur as he wants to try and take them down, but Adren was able to punish him. He was ready for it. Hobbit in the elevated angle as Taco glides towards him. He'll find that frag, and it all comes down to the big man himself, Cold, in a 1 versus 2 now as he pops the head of Hobbit. Tries to go for the peek on Mo, but Mo has the AWP, and Mo has the round.
Reset now for SK. 14-8, and Gambit are actually bringing this one, I don't want to say dangerously close, but they're bringing it within reason. But as I said before, the reset comes in now for SK. If Gambit claim this round, it goes to 14-9, then suddenly it's an eco for SK. So it could be seeing a 14-10 score, and it will be a T-side tactical timeout as SK have to try and avoid that full reset at all costs, because if it does become 14-10, Gambit, you know, nearly, what, 2 buy rounds essentially between SK and themselves. Each round they win at this point, they're going to force SK onto a, quasi-buy, a weak buy at that. So it's basically 2 for 1.
2 for Tuesday slots. But it's Wednesday.
Yeah, Orange Wednesdays.
2
for 1 tickets to the cinema. Is that just a UK thing, or is that... I'm pretty sure it's just a UK thing.
Who really knows?
Who really knows? Have you ever done it?
No.
Same.
Well then, back into the action here. SK, 14 rounds. Definitely in the lead. They've been going large and in charge. Fur now, 22 frags, has overtaken Fallen, who had a tremendous early game with 11 frags in however many rounds as he was just getting shots off in second after second, just being able to really take the advantage for his side.
Yeah, what, 11-0 as well. But speaking of confidence, C's pushing down towards middle. Going to be spelling out towards Vietnam. Gets actually caught off guard there from Bolts, but still wins that duel. And stays on 100 points of health, so no bullets being connected there from Bolts. Mo as well, the aggression coming in towards second mid. Gets spotted out eventually past the fullback.
Yeah, misses the shot, but did they know the location of C's as he slowly trots towards them? Fur does. And Fur isn't going to muck around as well. Gets the headshot and he goes for the peek and sprays with the AK. Dosia, a bit of an awkward fight there, but he still comes out on top as he tackles Taco. Push coming through towards mid. Fallen going to sprint straight in with the Galil. Is there anything glorious to come? Hobbit wants to end it, doesn't want to give them any more chances. Fur has to fight back through as he will claim the head of Hobbit. Get the smoke down as well to block off the vision. Fur actually being the one-man army in the round that is the difference maker.
2 versus 2. Fur going in towards CT. With 40 seconds left in Jack, this could be the flank coming in towards CT, all the way in towards the free bomb site. Cold Zero towards apartments, actually will eventually go down. Dozier finds that frag, so now 1 versus 2. If only Fur had more HP and some utility to work with, He can plant open. Problem is, it's so hard to win this scenario if you are Fur. Do you go towards the back of side? Do you go towards Banana? Do you go towards Ruin? Where do you try and bait out these 2 individual 1 versus 1s?
Fur just tried to go for the play. Decided to all in. That's where a true play is developing. Bolts and Fallen are there lying in wait. They have that utility to give themselves a little bit of an edge as they slip through. Hobbit playing close though on Speedway. It just depends with the timing as Fur could be coming through to backstab. After they get this frag on Dosia as well, if he actually peeks round and goes back towards balcony side, it could be awkward. But as of right now, the telegraph at the A site is clear. The rotate comes through. Time is low. Potentially, if Dosia waits and peeks when he sees the bomb, that would be quite good. But obviously, for Dosia, didn't realize he was going to try and go for the face for the audio cue peek, try and see if anything was there. Instead, just get shot in the back by Fur. They get a free plant, and towards bottom, Banana Bolts lines him up and mows him down. Finish with a little finesse there.